Module 1, the basics of writing standard operating procedures. My name is Pam Hurley and I'll be your instructor. Let's get started. This course is divided up into 4 modules. Module 1 talks about the basics of writing SOPs. Module 2, the essentials. Module 3 talks about writing the SOPs. And Module 4 focuses on troubleshooting and testing. Hi, since we'll be working together for the next few weeks, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm the founder and president of Hurley Writing Incorporated. I've taught in this module on writing SOPs, you'll learn about the basics of writing SOPs, the importance of writing clear and understandable SOPs, strategies to accurately define tasks, and the components of SOPs. Let's get started. Let's talk about some basics of writing SOPs. You may know why SOPs are written, to spell out the steps required to perform a task. And while this is certainly true, they also have other purposes: to ensure quality across an organization, to ensure consistency in how a task is performed, and to avoid legal liability. In fact, lawsuits have been brought against companies whose SOPs resulted in injuries. So it's important that the SOPs that you write be clear, concise, and accurate, which is what we'll be focusing on in these modules. In these modules, we'll discuss creating a clear and limiting title, the content that should be included in SOPs, how to use visuals, understanding the technicality, the steps that should be included, notes, hazards, warnings, and cautions, and readability. Putting your SOPs online makes a lot of sense. They're easier to update, easier to access, and it's easier to link them to reference documents. As many as 10% of workers are injured yearly on the job. Countless injuries result from the misuse of products or equipment. Misuse that's often caused by defective SOPs. To help define how a task is done, interview several SMEs or subject matter experts. Ideally, you'll interview both those who are very experienced and those who are less so to get a good idea of what the task actually involves and what steps may be skipped by one SME but made into 2 steps by another. Process mapping is another tool that can be used to identify tasks. Process mapping actually involves mapping the process on paper. It's usually done by people involved in the task. This involvement better ensures that the entire task is captured. We've discussed why we write SOPs and the legal liability that may be associated with them. Will it be used as a referral or to actually complete the task? Will it include references to other documents? How cumbersome is the task and how many steps are involved are all things you need to consider. This is the list of components of effective SOPs, which we'll be discussing in subsequent modules. The introduction, the description of the technology or the process, list of materials and or equipment, chronological directions, and troubleshooting. In this module, you learned about legal liability, defining tasks, creating user profiles, and the components of SOPs. See you next time!